Um, Jacksonville was an experience. Um, it was a small town who depended on the Marine barracks for its existence. But they didn't take kindly to black Marines, and the black Marines were the one closest to them. The Marine barracks was farther and across the railroad tracks, so that they viewed us as outsiders, and they felt we weren't going to be there long. They felt, I guess maybe it was a saying that this is a trial, and if they fail, it will close. So that was their first impression. But it was travel. There were some experiences that even I, having been born and raised all of my life in the South, other than just going to New York or Washington to visit relatives or something, it was traumatic to me, because there was always in Birmingham, where I was born and reared, there was always, even downtown, theaters and cafes. You had all of your social organizations and your churches as support groups. But here in Jacksonville, a country town with very few blacks and no, quote, black society. So it was traumatic. The bus drivers had never had to adjust to black troops. And if we wanted, the closest liberty places were either in Wilmington, or Durham, or Newbern, where they had black population. So that most of we had to take a bus. But the bus drivers would always enforce segregation. You had to be in the back seat. So you formed two lines, which was unusual, and hard to accept, because I got on a uniform just like you. But usually about 4 or 5 blacks would get on the black back seat, and he would fill up the bus with the white troops. So that got to be a problem, especially with those of us who had then moved up, where we had begun to replace the special service troops, and we were becoming NCOs ourselves. We had to deal with a fact that here's a youngster who goes on leave, but he comes back AWOL, and it's not his fault, because we had experienced firsthand that you just couldn't get the bus. Only 5 of you are going to get out on a bus, you know what I mean? So you're more likely to be absent without leave.